Update 2. Several months have passed since my last update, and a lot has happened. We've both put an enormous amount of work into our marriage. We attended couples therapy regularly. We had difficult conversations that probably should have happened years ago. For the first time in a very long time, it felt like we were actually listening to each other instead of simply talking past one another. My husband also went to see a doctor, and that's when we discovered something neither of us had expected. His testosterone levels were extremely low. According to the doctor, that could explain a lot of what had been happening: the constant fatigue, the lack of motivation, the low sex drive, the general lack of energy and initiative. Suddenly, many of the things that had frustrated me for years started making a little more sense. That didn't erase the problems we'd had, but it gave us a place to start. As treatment began and therapy continued, I slowly started noticing changes, real changes. Not promises, not lists, not grand speeches, actual changes. He became more engaged, more present, more involved in our daily lives. We spent more time together. We talked more. We laughed more. We started reconnecting emotionally and eventually physically as well. Month by month, things improved. Then one day we looked at each other and realized something surprising. Neither of us actually wanted a divorce anymore. For the first time in years, it felt like I had my husband back. Not the version of him I'd been living with recently. The man I originally fell in love with. The man I married. And then, just when life couldn't get any more unexpected, something else happened. 2 weeks after we reached that realization, I found out I was pregnant. It wasn't planned, not even close, but after a lot of conversations, we decided we wanted to keep the baby. As I'm writing this update, I'm 8 weeks pregnant, and honestly, I'm happier than I've been in years. Sometimes I think about how close we came to ending everything, how close we came to walking away from a marriage that still had a chance. Telling my husband I wanted a divorce was one of the hardest things I've ever done, but strangely enough, it may have been the thing that saved our relationship. I sincerely hope I never have to do it again.